Welcome, fight fans, to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. This is episode 9 to be exact. Bienvenidos. I'm your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar. Ta madre, sorry. And this is your co host. And we're going to be going over the huge Saturday that we have. Nothing but fights, be it boxing or MMA. Tons of fights. Where do you want to get started, Juan?
Well, the main one, Joshua Usyk.
Yes, sir. And that card will be starting at 10 a.m. our time, that is, because it's going to be taking place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Ooh,
You saw the first fight. I couldn't watch it. I was in Mexico. I was doing my best to watch it, but Usyk outboxed Joshua. Joshua was too gun shy and tried to box him. It just wasn't working.
yeah, Joshua pulled a Canelo from when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and I know both of me and you were like, "What are you doing?
Yeah, no.
Why are you boxing a boxer?"
That's just not
And
the way to
that's
do it.
exactly what Anthony Joshua did. He did what Canelo did. He boxed a boxer.
Yeah, so I'm assuming he's going to come, push, and actually throw, let his hands go. Because if he doesn't, he's just going to get outboxed again.
And I think the most intriguing thing to me is the corner work. How is Robert Garcia gonna show up in this fight when, let's say, it gets to round 6, 7, and 8? That's where we're gonna see the difference.
I'm assuming that's going to make a difference. Yes. So I can't wait to watch that. I think Joshua will pull it off this time, though.
There's a lot of intrigue.
Who do you think Joshua put damage on?
Oh, he did. He did. He just needs more consistent damage, and I think he can do it. He is. He just has to fight, not try to box him. That's all. That's what I think. Because you saw when they were standing next to each other today. There's a big size difference still, and the strength has to be with Joshua, and he has to push him because that's when Usyk moved up to heavyweight. His first fight, I think he fought Chisora. I don't remember.
It was Chisora,
but he was pushing him and pushing and coming forward and throwing, and Usyk struggled. That's what I thought Joshua was going to do, but he did the total opposite. So I think that's what he's going to do, and I think he's going to pull it off.
It's going to be very, very interesting, man. I just hope, because me and John have talked about this before, I hope they have a mic in the corner and we are allowed to hear the corner work. Because for this fight, more than any fight, and I know I'm not the only one, especially the Brits, they're going to want to see, okay, why did you go get this guy, and what is the difference going to show? What's he going to tell him when Usyk does what Usyk does, boxes well? Maybe Joshua tries to think too much. Is Robert Garcia going to get in his ear, get in his face? What's he going to do?
Right.
I've never been this intrigued about corner work.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out Saturday, and also the co-main Hrgovic versus Zhang. They're fighting. They're moving up pretty quick. They're both very good, and I'm assuming they're close to a title shot soon.
I would imagine so. I don't think it'll happen. Maybe late 2023 for them, depending on who wins this fight and when Tyson Fury opts to come out of retirement. I should do like air quotes retirement.
Well, he gave up his title, so I think it's more serious now.
He gave up the Ring magazine.
Yeah, you're right.
He has not given up the WBC.
Okay. That's what I kind of wanted to ask was like, how big of a deal is it that belt is on the line? Like nothing, I guess, huh?
No, but do you think they paid off Fury to drop it so they can get it?
I actually think that Tyson Fury did it on purpose because he's like, let me put more intrigue out there and feed into the rumors that I am going to retire by giving up one of my belts, even though I gave up the lesser belt. Not to disrespect the Ring belt, the Ring magazine belt, but I think he's being very coy about it and going, well, let me give up a belt. And then that noise about me retiring grows even louder. But he's still holding on to the WBC belt, which is the one that really counts more than the Ring magazine.
No, you're totally correct. Who do you got in that co-main?
Between Zhang and Hrgovic?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna go with Hrgovic.
I was gonna say I'm leaning towards Hrgovic.
I don't think he'll knock him out. I think he'll go the 12 rounds. He'll just get more points.
Zhang, to me, the times I've seen him fight, he's more what's
timid?
Heavy-footed. Like he moves.
He's very slow.
Yeah, very slow.
So like Joe Joyce.
So I don't have any confidence in that.
Okay, so Hrgovic's gonna run circles around him then. Okay.
I didn't say run circles around him, but I think Hrgovic is going to pull it off.
And then we get Callum Smith that fought Canelo.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to get back in that picture now. It's been a while, so can't wait to see him.
Yeah, I'm interested in this because I would love to see him challenge anybody at 175 or the top guys. Because the word is Buatsi's going to fight Jean Pascal. Bivol supposedly is going to have to fight Zurdo, which I won't believe until it's made.
So.
Then Anthony Yard's going to fight
I don't remember.
Artur Beterbiev, which is also not made yet. Of course, I would personally prefer to see Artur Beterbiev fight Bivol, but
I want to see Zurdo.
I don't want to cuss. You cats out there want to pressure different fighters in a different way, but if it was Canelo, you assholes would be saying, why aren't you fighting Beterbiev next? But when it comes to Bivol or Beterbiev, no, it's different. You want to treat them differently, which is a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, I would love to see Callum Smith fight Anthony Yard, Joshua Buatsi, any of those top guys, Bivol or Beterbiev.
Yeah, you're right.
And we'll see if 175 is really his natural weight.
We'll see. He's a big guy. So we got Jack also that we haven't seen, or we have, but
I can't remember the last time I saw Badu Jack.
Badu Jack, and then Tabiti versus Spunk. So, I mean, it's a good card. It'll be early, so we have something to watch during the day.
And we got to shout out the ladies too. Ramallah Ali and Garcia Nova. That's a huge fight because I'm pretty sure it's the first time two females have boxed in Saudi Arabia. So it's a massive deal from a historical standpoint because everybody knows in the Middle East it's a little different for women. So to see two women on a fight card is a huge deal.
Yeah.
So props to them.
And then moving on to tonight, we have two other cards.
Yes, sir.
Which one? Well,
I gotta say one thing is that it's not pay-per-view.
Oh, in the States.
In the States, we're on DAZN.
Absolutely,
so.
good point.
Only people paying for it are the Brits and the Irish.
Yeah, it's about time
It's free in Ukraine.
Happens.
It's it's all over the place.
But Usyk pushed for that, so props to Usyk for saying because he was gonna pay for it. He's like, no, nobody in my country's gonna pay for this fight, and he was willing to come out of pocket, which I don't even know what that would look like. But
I'm sure it was a big
props
number.
to him, man, for saying that. And whoever decided, no, we got it, we're gonna air it for free.
It was the Weasel Espinoza.
Yeah. So then after that, we got DAZN at night also, right? Is it DAZN or is it Showtime?
It is. We got Showtime and ESPN.
Okay, close.
Although now that like you pointed out that fight, well, let's go over ESPN because I didn't realize some of the fights on the undercard. Like I wasn't paying enough attention because there's so much going on. And of course, let's mention the main event real quick. The return of El Vaquero. And I didn't know that because I heard this in an interview he did with Eric Morales, that Navarrete was considering retiring.
Why?
Because he was trying to get out of his contract with Zanfer.
And he was going to retire because of it?
Yeah, because he was saying they were giving him the runaround and they weren't paying him what he was worth. And he was like, you know what? I've made enough money. I don't mind going back to being a working stiff with all due respect to everybody because we are working stiff. And he was like, you know what? Okay, cool. I've made my money. If they don't want to give me the opportunity or let me go and let me be a free agent, then I'll just leave. And then Top Rank jumped in and was like, whoa, let us work things out with Zanfer. If we can work it out, will you consider signing with us? And sure enough,
he's one of the most active for one champions, and he brings it all the time. So he's getting a lot of people watching. So
yeah, this is gonna be a great fight. And Baez is he comes to fight, man. I just think he's not. It's gonna be hard for him because Navarrete is so long, and Baez is a little shorter. If not, I think Navarrete is what, like 5'10".
No, shorter than that. But Navarrete's tall.
Navarrete's tall.
He's like 5'8".
Oh shit, you're right. 5'7".
Yeah, but he is tall for the weight though.
Okay, maybe
he has very long
tall.
arms. But yeah, no, I see Navarrete beating him down though.
No, yeah, I think he beats Baez. I agree.
Yeah, and then the co-main, I didn't know Omar Aguilar. I mean, I've seen him fight. He's a younger guy, and he fights out of Ensenada. For some reason, it didn't click that he was fighting Lindolfo Delgado. Delgado was, if I'm not mistaken, an Olympian. So, I mean,
Monterrey.
Two undefeated Mexicans are putting up against each other, both young. I say it's going to have some fireworks.
Lindolfo has 13 knockouts in 15 fights. That means the dude can crack. So it's going to be a hell of a fight. That's a really awesome co-main, man. It's about damn time these dudes started paying attention to the UFC and these cards they put together, man.
Yeah, I agree.
And of course, we got Nico Ollie Walsh.
Yeah,
Against
I'm just gonna
Reyes
assume
Sanchez.
that they're putting him pretty easy still. I didn't look up his opponent. So.
I mean, it's to be expected.
And then
He's
we got
still-
Venado
he's still
Lopez,
learning.
that beat Gabriel Flores a few fights back. Luis Alberto.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I was like,
He's a little awkward, but he's accurate. But yeah, he has some awkward movement.
yeah.
And then the other card we have
It is Showtime in Florida.
yeah, so Figueroa,
That's right, the Seminole Hard Rock.
okay, Figueroa, he was gonna fight Broner. Broner just dropped out this past week, and Lipinets was on the undercard, and Lipinets has proven he probably gave Mikey Garcia his toughest test
He
at
did his best
140.
against Boot.
What were you guys thought? Broner.
I wanted to see him
pulling
fight.
out. And then
I
what
enjoy
Lipinets
watching
said,
him fight.
Lipinets came right back at him.
Mm-hmm.
Figueroa, you mean? Figueroa went at him.
I'm sorry, yeah, it was Figueroa.
I already had told Juan right when this fight was announced I wasn't interested in it because I don't trust Adrian Broner, and maybe the mental health thing is true, but even before he said anything, I honestly believed it either wasn't going to happen or he was going to come in overweight. So one of the two I was right about. That feeling I had that I just don't trust Adrian Broner. I don't think he's has that dedication to boxing. He has the talent, has had the talent since he came on the scene, and everybody thought that he was going to be the next superstar. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way because I just don't believe the man cares enough about boxing or just has the dedication to it that you need.
It was Maidana's fault.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
It
kidding.
is. It's a
Yeah, no,
Maidana put it on. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that because I saw him. I think it was on social media. He said, "Oh, I heard Maidana wants to do an exhibition. I'm down." He's like, I'll do it with him." I don't know
Yeah.
if this was before or after the
The announcement.
mental health thing.
Oh.
And like I said, I get it. I hope that's the case, but he's had issues way before this. And I find it hard to believe that there aren't people who in his corner who tried to get him help before this.
Right.
But all of a sudden now it is. I know that sounds bad. I know I'm making it sound like I don't believe the guy, but I'm sorry. I really don't.
Oh,
I'm not with Figueroa. I think it's BS. Brian Garcia apparently believes him, but I just think it's convenient.
So I'm assuming Figueroa actually has a trainer this time. What does he knock Lipinets out, or does he win a decision?
I think he'll knock Lipinets out.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah.
Oh man, Lipinets is tough.
I just think watching Figueroa fight is the most frustrating. He's one of those fighters that I get frustrated with.
It
Because I'm
is what
like,
it is.
bro, what
I
are
like
you
watching him
doing?
fight.
He takes too much punishment, and it's not necessary.
And then we got Puello from Dominican Republic versus Batir Akhmedov.
Yes.
I mean, good co-main also.
And it's
I'm
for
not
the
going to say I'm the
vacant
most
title,
familiar, but
the WBA vacant title,
yeah, they're fighting for belts. So.
which I don't.
I don't see how.
As a fight fan, as somebody who loves the sport and follows the sport, I don't understand how these guys got the title shot for the vacant title. If you look at their rankings, it's a head scratcher.
They got good managers.
I guess so.
It must be. I don't know.
Or I'm sorry, maybe somebody paid some cash. I hate to say it that way, but Puello's ranked 56th. And Akhmedov isn't even ranked.
He's ranked somewhere, but yeah, no, it's yeah. Let's hopefully they put on a good
it's a
fight. They're on the big show. They're on a big
But
card,
hey,
and they got.
they're going for the title. Somebody has to win the title, and it'll create some drama down the road.
Roger Gutierrez, we were familiar with. We've watched him fight a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great boxer, a good power. So
Yeah. And Hector Garcia, of course, we all know his last fight. He beat Chris Colbert, upset, outboxed him.
So
Well, this
I
should
don't
be a
know,
good
man. I
fight.
think I got Gutierrez though, just because I'm more familiar.
Okay.
And I know the skills he does possess.
And this is a test for Garcia to see how good
Yeah.
he is. I mean, he's undefeated.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he beat Chris Colbert. He wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, a lot of
So
Dominican
props to him.
fighters coming up though. And boxing and MMA, they're coming up. And then we got Brandon Lee versus Madeira. I think I would
Will
say it's
Madeira.
Brandon Lee's toughest test.
Yes. And I like Brandon Lee. He's actually a really good boxer. And more importantly, I like seeing more up and comers get. I think he's from California. No.
Yeah, he's
Brandon Lee?
California. He's Comex.
Yes, Korean and Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trained by his dad, so it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So I got Brandon Lee there.
Yeah, I think he should, and I hope he keeps winning, because that's a good that's a nice mix of market there that he could
Well,
touch on.
he could attract and
Yeah, that he could
all
attract.
that.
There you go. That's the right
Yeah.
word.
So John, what do we got? We got UFC next. What are you thinking?
Yeah. We're gonna move on and start talking about. I mean, it's a packed weekend, so we have
Yes.
UFC 278, Usman Edwards 2. I don't know. I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. It's finally happening. Edwards is finally getting a little bit of rub. You know, like, I think it's gonna be a good weekend.
I'm calling for the upset here,
Whoa.
and I know
Is Usman a huge favorite?
Usman's a favorite.
Yeah. Usman's about +3, or sorry, -3 something.
Yeah, no, Usman's supposed to win for sure. But that's because he's looked so dominant. He's except for against Colby Covington, he lost a few rounds, but other than that, he doesn't.
Yeah, per UFC is -380. Usman +310.
I don't think Edwards has lost since he lost to Usman. It's been like 7 years.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
no. Edwards has been taking names, and like some of them were boring, but I mean the Diaz fight was decent. You know.
Oh, he beat Diaz for 4.5 rounds and
Yeah.
got caught with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's bound to happen when you're tired, but he won convincingly.
Yeah.
Who do you got there? Who do you got, Johnson? So I'm calling for the upset there.
So I kind of agree with you. Like, been watching the Embedded. I mean, maybe they're just showing you that, right? Make you think that, but like it seems like he's falling in love with his hands. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
I don't know. Like, especially, I mean, he's been knocking people out. It's not like he hasn't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think, Fredo? You think he's gonna come in wanting to throw his hands, or
Usman and Edwards.
yeah?
Man, I can't remember the last time I saw Edwards. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, it's
So I'm
been a
trying to,
while
like,
since
jog
I've
my
watched
memory on
Usman,
me on
though.
Edwards.
yeah,
I've seen Usman fight. I know Usman's a fucking badass, so
yeah.
I'm gonna just take Usman just because I'm more familiar with him.
Fair.
The only thing I don't like is they're already talking about a rematch. Like Dana's already mentioned it. Like, because somebody asked him, like, does it make sense if Edwards wins it, automatic rematch? And Dana's already said, Uncle Dana said, yeah.
No, it's because Usman's dominated so much. If he loses right now, he gets a rematch right away.
If he wins this, he ties Silva's record for most defenses, right?
Yeah, if he wins this, he's pound for pound best. I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stories in this 278 because of some of these fights coming up, and then this would basically cement Usman as GOAT, right, for UFC.
And then co-main, who we got, John?
Oh, all team body got Luke Rockhold versus Paulo Costa.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since Rockwood fought. He was always one of my favorite fighters. Seems to be changing his demeanor now. He's not as cocky, but
No, he seems much more grumpy. Like,
he probably hasn't cut weight in a while. That's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then Paulo Costa, he's been on top of the division for a while.
Yes.
He's fought for the championship.
Beat Vettori last fight back in October, but it's been 3 years since Luke's fought.
Oh yeah, and then Costa looks way slimmer than usual. He's in.
Yeah. Doesn't not too much red wine this week for Costa. Yeah, and I think on any given day, Luke can beat anybody in the division. You know, it just depends on who shows up. So I'm gonna go with Luke here.
Me too, because I like him more as a fighter.
Yeah.
And I really do think he has the skills to beat him anyways.
But it's a scary thing to see a slim down Costa. You know, like he's been taking care of his weight way before just showing up on fight week. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very curious how's that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
And then here,
The featherweight goat.
dude, this is gonna be super interesting, right? Because so we're talking about Jose Aldo versus Merab Dvalishvili, and I would say this is probably like a contender fight.
Yeah. Aldo's been on top of the division regardless. 145, 135 now.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, this is the 135 division.
yeah, I think whoever wins this is almost in line for a title shot.
Oh yeah. I mean, imagine Chito Vera versus Aldo,
I can't
or
wait.
even
I hope that's
Murad.
what it is too.
Oh,
Yeah. No, but I think Aldo will fight Cheeto next or something if he happens to win,
hell yeah.
and then go for the title.
But okay, Aldo's been looking fantastic at 135, but
Mhm.
Murad is, you can't count that guy out.
No, never.
You know, he brings really good wrestling to the table.
Hmm.
Has decent striking, leg kicks. You know, it's not comparable to Aldo, but
As long as Aldo's throwing those kicks, I think he wins.
yeah.
He's shied away from him lately though.
And let me see. They have Aldo at, it's a pick 'em almost.
It's a
Plus
pick 'em?
10, plus 110 for Aldo, minus 130.
I'm
for
picking Aldo. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
bring them leg kicks and break them down.
Ooh. That might be a little easy. Little sprinkling from Gianni.
Hey, just go to the calf kick, go to the leg kicks like he used to back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then yeah, that's there's also some other unique fights going on there. On the other card, there are some let me pull that one up.
Have you
sorry.
pull it up? I don't remember off the top of my head. If you have it,
Like prelim?
Yeah,
the
some of the prelims. But I'll just go through them. The Sean Woodson versus Louis Saldana. It's gonna be on the prelims. This is Sean Woodson's from the Dana White Contenders.
mm-hmm.
He's like, what is he? 6.
He has a good record.
He's a 6'2" featherweight.
What the hell?
Yeah, skinny guy.
He's
yeah.
skinny like me. What the hell?
Yeah, and then he's fighting Louis Saldana. Both coming off wins, so I think that would be something to keep an eye out on the prelim fights. But like I said, I think those top 3 main fights, they have a lot of weight to them. Whoever
They make
wins
the pay-per-view worth it.
yeah, whoever wins those fights, it makes a big difference on what happens in the future in those divisions, and also especially with Rockhold and Costa, it's more about their future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where they're gonna go and stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
Then we also got to bring some fun stuff in here.
all right, you tell me.
Let's go.
Oh,
So,
MVP.
little bare knuckle. 27 in London tomorrow. Yeah, Michael Venom Page versus Mike Platinum Perry. So this should be interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was doing bare knuckle.
No,
Venom.
oh,
Page?
Bellator let him.
Yeah, this is his
Wow.
first showing, and Bellator is like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was talking about he didn't think he could. So they asked him if he could do this. He went and asked, and Bellator's like, go for it.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's fighting Perry.
Yeah, and Perry's had, I think, 1 fight so far, so he's experienced, and yeah, he's ready to go. The interview with him and Ariel and MVP, it's okay.
I got MVP. MVP's too long and too slick, man. Like Perry said, he's gonna run around the ring, and that's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take Mr. Platinum Perry just because he's a dog.
But I like Perry too. So if he wins, I'll celebrate the shit out. Believe me.
Yeah. And then, Paige Van Zandt was supposed to fight
she pulled out.
Charlize Segala, but she pulled out for logistical issues.
So it's probably going over to London, maybe. I don't know.
But that wasn't that the whole reason? There was another fight that got called off.
No, I don't remember.
Boxing. They couldn't get the visa in time.
Yeah, probably. So she waited last second, probably. It is what it
Well,
is.
no,
It's a
for
packed
some Russian
Saturday.
cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. And then also, real quick, nobody's gonna really care because it's gonna be early.
Damn, I did not know that was this week.
Yeah, that's gonna be also Sunday morning.
Damn.
No,
there's
Saturday.
a lot of
20th?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
the
so
20th.
this is gonna be. I take it at 12. It doesn't say. It's probably gonna be midday.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
No, it's London.
Well,
We usually get the main event like at 2.
That's
Pacific.
gonna be interesting because that means that if you live in the UK, you're gonna have a lot on your. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Because the Saudi Arabia card, they'll be
Little
able to
earlier.
watch later.
Yeah. So it'll be
The-
Saudi
the
Arabia
Usyk
card
Josh
and then
will
this
be a
one.
little bit later for them,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll be able to watch because they're gonna have this and bare knuckle.
Oh yeah,
in the
bare knuckle
same
around the same
city.
time.
Because
Mhm.
bare knuckles in London as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, busy weekend for them.
Dude, what is it? The main card is.
It's gonna be it's gonna be 12, like we always get it over here when they're in
Then what
London.
is the qualifiers at 5 p.m.?
Ah,
The hell is that?
I don't know. Probably
Okay.
people we don't know, sadly. So Kayla Harrison's gonna win. She's unbeatable.
Exactly.
No, Jindrova did look good her last fight, but I don't think she won.
No, not Miss Harrison.
Yeah,
It'll
so,
be
Yeah.
everything.
so then, is there anything else or?
Oh yeah, because we didn't have time to do it, but we'll just touch on. Well, mainly, honestly, just who do you think both of these guys will fight next? And I'm referring to Teofimo Lopez and Xander Zayas, because with all due respect to their opponents, what we expected to happen happened.
I would like Teofimo Lopez to fight Barbosa. He was in there,
Mhm.
undefeated, California. And I would assume he was there for a reason. So
Yeah.
I would say Barbosa.
Yeah, and Barbosa did say he's like according to him, he's like I can see a lot of areas where I can expose Teofimo and
Mhm.
where he leaves himself open, and I would love to see that because when Barbosa won his last fight, he called Teofimo out. He's like Teofimo's just moved up to 140. Let's do it in December. I would love to see that
Yeah.
fight.
That's what I see happening with Xander. I don't know yet. I
Oh,
don't think he's ready for a big
my
name yet.
goodness. I'm glad John pulled this up.
Oh, taking a little spotlight there.
A little.
Yeah, he knew where to jump in, man.
And this is the only reason I worry about Teofimo moving forward. I know how great he is and can be, but if he gets into another fight like he did with Kambosos and it's close, what is the corner going to say? Or what's his dad going to say? Is his dad going to be able to guide his son to victory? Or is he going to say something dumb like, why haven't you knocked him out yet?
You had a point. I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, a point me and you could have given his ass. Come on, man. Why haven't you
Why haven't
knocked
you
him out?
knocked him
That's one
out?
of the stupidest things I've ever heard in a corner.
That's
Because then the fighter looks at you like, what do you mean why haven't I knocked him out? Aren't you watching?
grade
Didn't
A,
you
grade A
see?
cornering
He's
right
boxing well and countering me. That's why I haven't knocked him out, you idiot.
Maybe that's why they stopped covering the corner because they keep saying dumbass shit.
Oh, man. I'm so
Hey,
glad
maybe
the
that
did
is the
not mess
reason.
that one up that night. Because I was beside myself. But no, Xander, but he's still young, so we don't expect him to be
Xander's not fighting
matched
a name yet,
against
bro.
anybody of significance, with all due respect, because he's 19. Unless the kid wants to go like Teofimo did and go after a giant, which I don't see happening, because Top Rank doesn't have any other top guys at 154. They're all with the PBC, if I'm not mistaken.
there.
But Zayas is 19. No rush.
We'll see him soon. He didn't. Well, I mean, he took some damage, but nothing crazy, no big cuts or anything.
But
so
I
we'll see him
think he
soon.
did it because he came to fight. He didn't want to box. I think he wanted to put on a show. And once he felt Espadas' power or lack thereof, I think he's like, okay, let's fight.
Hmm?
I can handle his punches, and I don't think he can handle mine. And he was right.
I think you're right. The whole lead up to that fight, he was all in the public, like trying to soak up everything that Teofimo was showing him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh
Like,
yeah, Resort
he-
World and all that.
Yeah. But he was bringing him along to dinners and look like it and all that stuff to like kind of just show him like, hey, this is how you handle press, and it's pretty cool looking to see.
Yeah,
Well-
he's definitely. I think he's the star from Puerto Rico, with all due respect to Mr. Berlanga, because Berlanga was looking like he was the star from Puerto Rico, but I think Xander's like, no, I got this. You need to continue to work on your craft, bro, or get yourself right up here. Stop doing all this public jazz. You need to work on your game.
All right, then we'll just close out some missed weight, just little knockouts that kind of went past and kind of were pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that got sanctioned. Tyson Nam got sanctioned by the California Commission for losing too much weight. Yeah.
That was a nice head kick KO by Quinlan.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it was
yeah. No, it was
back.
a.
Oh, it was a
left-
punch. Never mind. Okay, I'm
yeah,
confused.
yeah. Let me
That was a
get
nice
back-
hook, though. That was
Good
nice
job
and
by the
quick.
ref. Ooh,
There you go.
just
Yeah.
in time.
Boom.
Look right here.
Nice
look at the ref.
check,
Oh.
man.
No, but no, he stopped him in the
Yeah,
ear. Right,
okay,
right.
you're right. It was him. But oh damn,
Damn.
that's a hell
Yeah,
of
he
an
was
angle.
And then we got to touch on the Yasmin versus Yasmin fight,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
a lot of people would be cool to watch. Oh no, sorry, I got Priscilla Koshera knocking out Ariel Limpsky real quick.
Yeah.
This was a good little knockout. Koshera is putting herself in the mix, man. I think she's coming up there looking for her.
She left herself wide open too, man.
Yeah, she was trying to go. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah, more technically sound than the other girls, I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So
young too, 23 against 20.
You got to
making their UFC debut.
Lucindo and
Jauregui.
Yeah, Yasmin versus Yasmin.
Now she was hyped up from Mexico. Yasmin, I had watched her before.
I had never seen Jauregui fight, but Lucindo, dude, Lucindo could take.
They're both very good. They're both going to be on top of the division soon. Yeah. I think.
And I didn't know this was both of their debut.
Yeah,
that's one hell of a debut for
to put it on the main card too.
The matchmakers knew what they were doing. See,
exactly, exactly.
I was impressed by Jauregui, man. The way she moved.
Oh,
I think she just.
Yeah,
she's technical. She keeps her. No, her boxing's good.
Yeah, she was just. It was impressive. I was like, damn, this is a debut for both of them, and they're fighting like this. It was a great fight, man.
David Onama versus Landwehr.
Yeah, just honorable mention. Basically, the fight. This is David Onama versus Nate Landwehr. Nate Landwehr is a crazy motherfucker. But Onama almost finished him in the first, and Nate took him all 3 rounds, and ended up clubbing the decision. So this is. Boop.
Oh damn! I thought he would see. That I would have been mad at that. I mean, that they could have stopped it there. I'm glad they didn't. Yeah. But he did fall pretty stiff. I'm glad they didn't stop it. But no, Landwehr came back, won the second, and then Onama gassed out.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he finished the fight, but he did, and then he almost knocked out Landwehr at the end of the third.
Yes, sir.
That was a pretty cool back and forth.
And then honorable mention. Two honorable mentions. Nina Nunes,
mm-hmm.
wife to Amanda Nunes, retired this week after a win in the prelims. Just said she's basically done with it. And
hats off to her. Girl. I mean, it makes sense.
And she had a good career. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then we got Rory.
Yes, and then the legend, the Red King. Rory McDonald.
Yeah, he got knocked out, and you know what? It's
by the postman, the Jamaican postman.
Yeah. So now it was time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the same.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, then we'll be back on Sunday. Is the plan?
So we're gonna try out a new schedule. We're gonna try to make sure you get those recaps as soon as possible, and then.
And what should they do?
John?
No, that's always you, bro.
No, okay. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Comment.
Please
appreciate it.
And then also, we're going to start trying to do more stuff, just more past recaps, right? And we'll be coming with that stuff soon.
And we're going to hit you with a couple segments of different subjects, so look out for that too.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Just bleed.